I'm Samantha, and this is Balancing Act. And if you can't hear it in my voice, I just woke up. So I'm rolling into some movement with you in real time here because I want to show you that movement right when you wake up is very possible and quite wonderful to do. So we're going to roll into a 15-minute practice, and it's just going to be what I would do to start off a workout or to just do a light yoga practice in the morning. So let's roll into it. All right, so come into the front of your mats. Extend your arms nice and high to the sky. Lift up your toes nice and high and just start rolling around on the balls of your feet while you move your wrists and your fingers and all these little extremities. We're just activating our toes and our fingers, just moving everything around in a way that feels good to you. I like to make circles on the ball of my foot. Switching sides. And then inhale nice and high. And forward fold. Knees are so nice and soft. Let the head, neck, and shoulders just fall down. And start to make some circles with your knees one at a time. So right knee and then left knee. Right knee and then left knee. You can bend your knees as much as you need to get your hands on the floor. You can put your blocks underneath your hands to bring the floor higher to you if you like. I just want the back of your neck nice and long, and I want these circles with your knees to be nice and big as your hips follow. Let your knees take the lead and let the hips follow. Then bend the left leg nice and deep. Press the left hand into the ground and peel open the right. Take a twist. You want to really accentuate the bent knees here, especially first thing in the morning. We're not trying to pull the hamstrings. We're not trying to get some massive stretch out of the hamstrings. So knees are nice and bent, and we're switching sides. Even your left leg can be bent here too. We can just keep everything nice and soft. And left arm comes down. Walk to the back of your mat with your feet and come into your down dog. Make some more circles here with your hips to the right and with your hips to the left. And pedal out your dog. And then lift up those heels and move them to the left side and press back down dog. And then press them to the right side, down dog. And then press them back straight and parallel. And drop to your knees. Let's do some cat-cow. Arch. And round. Arch. And round. On your own breath here, let's arch. And on the round, we're going to lean all the way back. Bring those hips all the way back to your feet and back up. And just lower the hips here. If it hurts to roll over your knees like this, then you can put a pillow or a blanket underneath them, or you can just stay in your regular cat-cow. And your regular cat-cow can also have a blanket or a pillow under your knees if you need that. And press back down dog. Raise that right leg just enough to feel a nice stretch down the back of the left and bring it between your hands. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Come up into a little crescent and press it out a few pulses. Drop your hands to your knee and just give a nice little stretch here. Just a little baby lunge, nothing too serious. Press the left hand into the mat, take a twist. Gentle twist here. We do have our knee on the floor. And hand comes down. Right leg comes back into your down dog. Left leg raises. See, the thing is, you may not be falling deep into these stretches as you normally do, but we don't push when we just wake up. We don't push and it doesn't matter. Inhale all the way up. Couple of pulses, and then place the hands on the knee. We just do a little bit, and then our bodies start to warm, especially with yoga. As we're moving, we're warming at the same time. So it's not a stagnant stretch. It's not a passive stretch. It's It's always active. Place the right hand on the mat and take a little twist. And we really do get warm as we move, just by the nature of the practice. That's why I love to warm up with yoga, even if I'm not going to be doing a yoga practice that day. A little bit of yoga movement, sun salutations. Bring your left leg back. Press it out, down dog. A little bit of yoga practice warms up the body in the right way, lubricates all the joints. Raise the right leg a little bit higher this time, and you can open the hip. Make some circles. Big, strong, straight circles. And then bring that leg in and plant it. We're going to drop the knee again. Inhale it up. Drop the left hand. Take that little twist. And then this time, tuck the back toes and straighten that back leg. Deep breaths here. Drop the hand and move that foot back. Pedal it out. Open that left leg up. Straight, straight, big circles to the left. And circles to the to the right. And drag that knee in nice and slow. And plant it. Drop the knee. Inhale up. Your balance may not be the same first thing in the morning as it normally is. Take that twist. And then pop that knee off the ground if it's comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable yet, then don't do it. Knee can stay on the ground. And drop the left hand. Left leg comes back, down dog. Very good. Now we've gotten some movement in. You should feel a little bit more awake, a little more alive. We're going to come into a plank to activate. Do a little more activation. So just roll forward onto your feet. Get those shoulders right under your hands, right underneath your shoulders. Let's imagine there's like a toilet plunger on your chest, pulling your chest down forward as you drop your shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze your glutes nice and tight. Pull your belly button in towards your rib cage. Back of your neck is nice and long. Heels are moving toward the back wall. And really feel that activation in your core, squeezing your glutes nice and tight. Couple more breaths here. If you need to drop your knees to the floor, feel free. That's totally okay. And then bend the knees, press back, down dog. Awesome. Raise the right leg. This time, let the knee bend and open up the hip a little bit more. And make a couple of those circles in both directions. And then bring that knee all the way forward, plant it. We're going to come up into a high lunge this time. Knee's going to stay off the ground. It'll be challenging, but not impossible. We have warmed up. Open up into your warrior two. And then tip back into your peaceful. You were doing it. And then extended right. Back into peaceful. We're flowing now. Extended right. And then into your triangle. Drop that right hand. Open up the chest. Left leg is straight. Right leg is straight. Pull those shoulders away from your ears as you lift through the kneecaps. Now again, this might not be your most beautiful triangle because we are still 9 minutes into our movement, and that's not a lot, especially when we just rolled out of bed. But you just do the best you can. Your poses don't have to look beautiful. They don't have to look perfect. And lower the right hand. That was my left hand. Bend that knee. Rock it back and forth a little bit. Take a twist. Drop the right hand and move that right leg back again. Pedal out your dog. We're going to try a chaturanga here. We've warmed up in our plank, so we're going to do a chaturanga. Slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Always drop your knees in chaturanga if you want to. Drop, your left leg is coming up. Your knee is bent. Open up the hips. Make some circles both directions. Don't forget about a micro bend in your right knee so there's not too much pressure there. And then drag it all the way forward and plant it between your hands. Come on up into that high lunge. You got this. Open up warrior two. Check that alignment. Make sure your hands are floating over your feet. I always got to fix my tights when I land in that pose. Tip back, peaceful. And extended right. Use that elbow. Tip back, peaceful. Just flow it out. Extended right. Tip back, peaceful. And extended right. And then we're going to go right into our triangle. Straighten that front leg. Left arm comes to the floor, to your foot, to your shin, to a block, whatever works for you. Pressing nice and strong to the outside of that right foot. In your triangle, your path of least resistance will be to roll to your big toe on that outside foot. So you really want to press nice and strong to the outside of that back foot. Deep breaths here. And drop the right hand. Bend that front knee, nice deep lunge, and just rock back and forth a couple of times. Press the right hand in and raise the left. Hopefully your body's starting to feel warm. It's starting to feel a little more in the zone, like you actually want to keep moving. So feel free to do another class after this, maybe one that's a little more of an aggressive flow. Drop the left hand and back into down dog. Roll forward into your plank pose. Slowly lower, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Raise that right leg. Bring it all the way forward. Step it forward and keep walking through into your half moon. So tent these fingertips on the right side and raise the left. That left leg just floats up and your foot is so strong. You've got a micro bend in your right knee. Drop the left hand, flatten out those hips. Drop your left foot back into your lunge, and then the right leg, comes up into a three-legged dog. Drop it down. Pedal it out, down dog. Let's do that on the left. Left side, leg comes up and comes all the way through into a lunge, and keep walking the hands out into your half moon. Open up the body to the right side. Right hand comes up. Keep a nice micro bend in that left leg and get your drishti, your focal point, to help with your balance. If your eyes are darting around, your balance is going to be less stable. But find your gaze, whether it's up to the ceiling or to the wall or to the floor, and pick something to focus on. Couple more breaths here. Drop the right hand, straighten out those hips, and bring that right leg nice and far back into your lunge. And left leg comes up, three-legged dog. And drop it down. Crouch like a tiger, nice and deep, and just hop through your hands or walk, either one. Let's pop our feet up here into a boat pose. We're going to hit our core really quickly here. Pull that belly button in. If you need to bend your knees, feel free. That's a perfect modification. Or straight, and then slowly roll it back all the way to the floor. Get those feet hip distance apart and just start to lift up the hips. We're just going to do a little bridge here. Flatten your arms and your shoulders against the floor as you squeeze your glutes. Press through the big toes. Back of your neck is nice and long. And just give me a little bridge here. Press it up, squeeze the glute, and drop it down. Hugging the knees, make some circles. And let's just windshield wiper out the knees to both sides. And then drop them to the left and leave them there. Put your left foot on top of your right knee. And just give me a little stretch here. IT band outside of the right hip here. We're stretching that out just gently. And to the other side. We did it. We rolled out of bed and did some yoga. So I could have done this practice in my pajamas. I chose to change because obviously I'm filming it and I don't want to be in my pajamas, but I will often do a practice like this in my pajamas so that I don't even have to think about anything else before I start moving. And I hope this helps you. So maybe not Shavasana for too long because we might fall back asleep, but I hope you have a beautiful day and thank you for joining me here. Peace out.